Hey, what's up you guys, it's me Luke and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I post commentary and critique videos, some more on the comedic side, some more on the serious side. So if any of that interests you, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the post notifications bell so that you never miss another upload. Because why would you want to? Anyway guys, so in today's video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different and something that I haven't really done on my channel before. We're doing a teacap. See what I did there? It's like a recap, but like tea, because like we're spilling tea. I'm kidding. By the way, that's not original. I'm sure a million people have come up with that, so I'm not gonna claim that that's mine. I'm not looking to get in a scandal. I'm not getting cancelled today, sweetie. I ain't no James Chihuahua. Anyway, so there has been a lot of drama going on recently, and I myself do not consider myself a drama channel. I consider myself a commentary channel, so I usually only speak on whatever I want to speak on, but it's getting to the point now that my channel has grown bigger that I'm constantly getting messages and DMs and comments and replies of people constantly asking for my thoughts and opinions on certain different situations. And I've realized now that my channel has kind of gone beyond me, and I kind of need to do some stuff that you guys want to see as well, even if I don't necessarily want to talk about it, because like this is my job, and that's kind of what being a commentator is. It's kind of my job to comment on the news that is going on. There has been a lot of drama that's been going on that I just haven't had the time to make dedicated videos for, because you know, I am a university student. Unlike a lot of these drama channels who just do drama, that's not all that I do. And unlike a lot of the drama channels, I don't like to take one piece of drama and stretch it out to like a 10-minute video just so that I can put a bunch of ads in it and make money. No tea, no shade, all facts, honey. But I like to only make entire videos on one topic when it is a really big issue that I can really comment on and get really deep in there, if you know what I mean. However, there are so many different little pieces of drama that occur online that you guys want me to speak on, or that I want to speak on, that just don't warrant an entire video, but I still want to talk about them in a video. So I've decided to go ahead and start doing these teacap videos where I just kind of recap on the drama that's been going on recently and give my opinion on it. So if you like this idea, please give the video a thumbs up and let me know down below, and then maybe I'll go ahead and make some more of these. Alrighty guys, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly list off all the things we're gonna be talking about today, just so that you know what is in store, because there is a lot. I've missed out on a lot of tea that you guys want me to talk about. So today we're gonna be talking about the Trisha Paytas drama, the Ace family drama, the Dobre Brothers tour drama, the Emma Chamberlain sunglasses drama, the James Charles commercial drama, the Danielle Cohn age drama, and the Hayley Pham entitlement drama. So there is a lot of drama in there. How many times did I say drama? Take a shot every time. No, please don't. You'll probably be on the floor. We have a lot. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go from like the oldest tea to the freshest tea. This tea that I'm about to describe has had a lot more time to brew, so there's a lot more to talk about, and then we'll get into the more fresh tea at the end. I literally sound so cringe. Okay, whatever. So first of all, let's go ahead and briefly talk about Danielle Cohn. So if you do not know who Danielle Cohn is, she is kind of like this Musical.ly star who came up ages ago. I have like been avoiding her and not making videos on her for ages because I don't like making videos on children, and like her age has constantly been a point of speculation. Like some people were saying she's 16, and then she's like, no, she's 12, and she was lying about her age herself. Was dating a 17-year-old boy, and she was like 15 at the time. Turns out she was 13. She was 13 dating a 17-year-old. And her mother allowed this. Yeah, her mother is actually like her social media manager and allows her to do all of these things that are so incredibly inappropriate, like do brand deals for Fashion Nova in really skimpy clothing, or do a video where her boyfriend judges her sexy Halloween outfits when she is literally 13 years old. So the reason this is such a big deal is recently her father came out and finally revealed the proof of how old Danielle Cohn really is. And there was a photo circulating around of Danielle Cohn in the hospital when she was born, and she had a bracelet that had the year 2006 on, ergo she's 13 years old. So this is a big deal for many reasons. I've said it before with my Ace family videos, and I'll say it again. YouTube needs to put structures in place to protect underage children on their platform, because there are people being taken advantage of. Danielle Cohn is not the bad guy in the situation. It's her mother. She's 13 years old, and her mother is allowing her to do all of these things, allowing her to behave in this way, and allowing men to sexualize her when she is 13 years old. Absolutely no 13-year-old should be acting the way that Danielle Cohn is acting. It is so incredibly appropriate, and who knows what creeps are watching her out there. So I think the onus is on Danielle Cohn's mother for allowing it to get to this point, and on YouTube for not stepping in and doing anything. The entire situation is just messed up, but at least now we finally know the truth, and at this point I just hope that moving forward YouTube puts stricter guidelines in place for children on the platform. Okay, next bit of tea we have is the Hayley Pham drama. Hayley Pham has typically been an unproblematic YouTuber. She's one of those like visco girls, like slash lifestyle girly YouTubers. So anyways, her and her boyfriend Ryan Trahan, who I've been a fan of for the longest time since he had like 20k. I was there before the come up, you know how it be. They went on a romantic getaway for their 1-year anniversary, and they vlogged it and everything because they have a couple channel, which, oh guys, you're honestly just setting yourself up for failure. Anyway, so they booked a trip to Europe. They went to Greece, specifically Santorini, and they went to Italy. I don't really remember where, but pretty much all you need to know about is Greece because that's kind of where the story takes place. So Hayley Pham uploaded a story time video on her channel called How I Lost $10,000 Traveling and I Got a Genital Infection. I don't really know. The video has since been deleted. I did watch the video and she has made an apology on it, so we will get into that. But basically people had a lot of issues with the video for a number of reasons, and I totally see where they're coming from. So basically the first issue was when they had a layover in London and her boyfriend Ryan lost his camera. So they were too far from the airport to go back and get it. So they called the airport and they said that when they were coming back home they could get their camera. However, she says that when he went to go get his camera, the line was really long and no one would let him jump the line to get his camera because they were running late for a flight. And she said that people in London are so rude. Like, honey, how entitled can you be? It's an airport. Everyone is there to catch a flight. I'm just honestly so confused. Like, what makes you more important or more special that you can jump the queue? Everyone's there to catch a flight. It's not their business or their problem that your boyfriend left his camera on the plane. Anyways, so Hayley Pham was also just complaining because she did not plan this holiday properly. I mean, she's a freshly turned 18-year-old girl who lives a pretty privileged life considering she's been on YouTube for so long and things are so big. That's not to discredit that she has issues and stuff. I'm sure her life isn't perfect, like nobody's is. But basically what I'm trying to say is she's not your average 18-year-old girl, okay? She has a lot of money, who knows what she does with it, and she is obsessed with Pinterest and Instagram. If you watch her videos, everything she does, almost everything, is based on trends and pictures that she sees on Instagram and Pinterest. She's got kind of a very superficial way about her, and that kind of transcended into her holiday because she didn't do her research properly. She messed up their hotel bookings, she messed up the flight bookings, she messed up so many different things, and not to mention, she was really extremely rude and shady to Greece. She basically told her followers to not go to Greece because it's not like the Instagram pictures. Like, if that's not the most 21st century first world problem bullshit, I don't know what is. She's honestly just giving us Gen Zs a bad name because that was just such a cringy statement. She said that their economy was bad and she said that it's too crowded. Of course it's crowded. It's a tourist destination. Like, what did you expect? And she said there's no beaches. Yes, there is beaches in Greece. Like, I don't know, just everything she was saying was so incredibly confusing. She's saying how their economy is struggling, but then telling people not to go there. Like, honey, tourism is what fuels their economy. So by you telling your millions of fans to not go there, you are inherently ruining their economy. Like, use your brain. Anyway, oh god. So that was obviously really crappy. And then moving on from that, she made some more statements that offended people. So she basically got some sort of genital infection, and she is a very proclaimed Christian who is waiting for marriage, which is fine. Like, you know, you do you, boo, you do your gig. Everybody goes about life differently. I do watch her videos and she doesn't necessarily shame people for not waiting till marriage and all this type of stuff, but she also does talk about it a lot. But at the end of the day, it's her channel, so if she wants to talk about it a lot, that's fine. But the reason people were offended is because she was making some comments on like how she is pure and it's unfair that God punished her with this genital infection when she's never had intercourse, and she thought that the only way that you could get it was by having an STD. Like, no, you can get plenty of stuff down there without having one. And I think the issue here is that she was somewhat implying that she shouldn't deserve to ever have an issue down there because she hasn't had sex, whereas if she had had sex, it would make sense and that would be why God's punishing her. I don't know, she came across like one of those people who was just really religiously brainwashed. Like, everybody can have their religious beliefs, but when it's like that intense that you're like putting other people down, then that's where there is the issue. Because honestly, it's 2019. Who honestly cares when you have intercourse? Like, literally, who gives a crap? Now, to her credit, she did make an apology video about a week or two after the incident. People did have a few issues with it because it was like, why are you only making it now? And then on top of that, she had posted videos after that story time and acted like nothing had happened. She never addressed it on any of her social media, and she said in her apology video that that was because her videos were pre-filmed and scheduled, which I totally understand, but like, you couldn't have addressed it on Twitter, you couldn't have addressed it anywhere. Anyway, she made her apology video on her vlog channel, which, might I add, has the comments disabled, not by her, by YouTube. And the thing is, she didn't have to upload it on her vlog channel. She could have uploaded it on her main channel where she uploaded that story time, where people can comment on it, but she did not want to deal with the backlash. And to me, that's kind of a cowardice move because, I mean, you started it on your main channel, let it finish on your main channel. And Hannah from Smoky Glow made a video about this, so I definitely recommend you check it out. And she spoke about kind of the entitlement of YouTubers these days, and I really agreed with a lot of her points. Like, just imagine being an 18-year-old girl who makes so much money, she doesn't even know what to do with it, and she's living such a sheltered and privileged life compared to just your average 18-year-old who doesn't have those luxuries. And it's honestly not surprising that they act the way that they act. I mean, she's never had a real job. She doesn't know what it's like to live a normal life. I know she did at one point, but she's been doing YouTube since she was like 14 years old or something. So that is something to be wary about with these teen YouTubers, that some of them aren't very self-aware and some of them come across very entitled. Now, to her credit, she did address the entitlement and she admitted that she was. And something that really rubbed me the wrong way is in her video, she spoke about how she was just trying to seem like an angsty, relatable teen and how that's not really her and how she keeps doing this act because she thinks it's what does well on YouTube. Like, first of all, just be your authentic self. Second of all, she acts like this in almost all of her videos. So you telling me that all of her videos, it's an act? And I've been watching Hayley for a long time and she says this a lot. Anytime she messes up, she's always like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to be a relatable teen. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be the real me. And then she just goes back to being the angsty, relatable teen and just comes across as really entitled and bratty. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna move on to our next tea because I've been talking about this for way too long. So the next bit of tea is a very brief one. Emma Chamberlain recently came out with a sunglasses line and her fans have been upset with the fact that the prices are so high. And to that I say, are we surprised? Like, Emma Chamberlain came out with her really expensive clothing line a while ago, and so it doesn't really surprise me. That being said, I do understand the frustration because they're not even like typical sunglasses. They're like those like dainty tiny ones that are more for Instagram posts and fashion statements. They don't even protect your eyes and you're paying like $80 to $90 for them. So I do understand the frustration with that. And one thing I don't really understand about Emma Chamberlain's management team is why would they do this when they know that her audience is comprised of young teenage girls who don't have any money to afford this stuff? Like, it just blows my mind. Like, who is buying this? Probably just the teens with their rich daddies, but honestly, it makes literally no sense to me, just as much as it doesn't make sense to me that Louis Vuitton sponsors her. Like, what Emma Chamberlain fan is buying Louis Vuitton? Do not get me wrong, I actually really like Emma Chamberlain. She's got a soft spot in my heart. I've been watching her for ages, but I don't know, I think it's on her management team. They just make no sense to me. Like, I wouldn't be mad at her, I'd be mad at her management because she doesn't get to decide the prices of the sunglasses. Anyway, moving on from that. Alrighty, so next up is James Charles's commercial. Now, James Charles has been relatively out of the drama for a while, which is, you know, good to his credit. However, he just had to pop off, you know what I mean? I feel like he was losing his relevancy and he was kind of like, let me just claw my way back to the top. No, I'm absolutely kidding. That was honestly so petty of me, but sometimes it be like that. Anyway, so he came out with a commercial with some irrelevant skincare brand, and in the commercial, it's all like, oh my god, like I've always got to look my best with the paparazzi and like all this type of BS, and it was just honestly so incredibly cringy. Honestly, not even worth your time. But in the video, he's literally wearing makeup the entire video, even in the shower, when it is to promote a skincare product. Honey, where is the logic? Do you honestly think that we are that stupid? Like, he's wearing false lashes, eyebrows full done did, and we know how pink James's natural skin is, so don't tell me that he's got that flawless skin with no makeup. Honey, we've seen you without makeup. Not to drag you, I'm just being realistic.
First things first, I'm the realist.
Sorry, I think I'm slightly over-caffeinated. Anyways, so at one point in the commercial, he's talking about his pinkity drinkities and how he doesn't actually drink them because he doesn't have time for that while he's playing Minecraft or some shit. I honestly don't know. Like, that commercial was so confusing in so many different ways. So he's sitting there playing Minecraft with IV bags going into his body, pumping him full of pink drinks. So obviously, people who suffer from different illnesses who have to use IVs and who rely on those were very offended by this for a few reasons. So first of all, they claim that it's a mockery of their illness, and you know, I can kind of see where they're coming from, and obviously I don't use an IV drip, so I can't really speak on that, or a feeding bag, whatever it is. So I don't want to say whether or not it would be offensive, but to me, it's kind of like, you know, comedy is subjective and comedy is offensive, and I feel like everybody these days just gets offended about literally everything. But once again, I don't want to offend anyone who has a feeding bag or an IV drip or anything along those lines, because I don't know what it's like to live that. So if you find that offensive, then I totally get that. I personally, if I was James Charles, wouldn't have gone through with that. I would have seen the error in that and just been like, no, let's just not. Like, I just don't want to do that, you know what I mean? Especially considering it's just a commercial, it's not like a comedy piece. So maybe just cut that out. Another thing people were talking about was how it was wasteful, how they use those bags for the pink drinks when there's people out there who can't afford them, or there's actually a shortage of them. And I totally understand that. But on the flip side, commercials and film sets are extremely wasteful. I myself am an actor and go on set occasionally. They waste so much stuff. So like that part, I'm kind of like, you know, that's not really specific to James Charles. That's every commercial or any film set out there. They're very wasteful, okay? Anyway, moving on. So next up is the Ace family drama. Ooh, the Ace family really just does not know how to stay out of the drama. They are always up in here, and I feel like I've been speaking about them a lot recently. If you have not seen my Ace family video, I basically did a video describing literally everything wrong with the Ace family, and there was a lot, and my issues with them. I highly recommend you go check that video out. I will link it down below so you can check it out after this one. But you know, I thought we were done after the whole jet ski mudslide situation, but no, the Ace family are back again, causing some more controversy. Is anyone surprised? I didn't think so. Basically, they did a video where they worked a normal job for 24 hours. They worked in like a kitchen and they were like serving people and cooking food, whatever. Do you honestly think I watched the video? No, I don't have time for that. So basically there was a viral tweet of Catherine saying on her Snapchat story, something along the lines of,
oh my god guys, me and Austin have been working at this restaurant for 2 hours. I actually served people. This is so cool and so fun. Oh my god, love this.
Like they were treating it like it was some sort of game, when this is the reality for billions of people in the world, is working working a 9 to 5, is working a minimum wage job, is working multiple jobs so you can just afford to put food on the table. This is the reality for a lot of people, and it's not fun. I, for one, before I was a YouTuber, worked 2 jobs. I was literally constantly exhausted. I worked at a pizza shop and a grocery store, and there is absolutely nothing fun about it. So I was very annoyed at this video, and this just shows how out of touch with reality these really rich YouTubers are, especially when they haven't come from a normal life. It's different when somebody comes from a regular life and then becomes a YouTuber, but Austin has spoken about how he has never worked a normal job. Like, as soon as he came out of college, he moved straight into doing YouTube, and they popped off like that. And even Catherine, I think both of them come from wealthy families, so they don't know what it's like to live a regular life. I'm not saying that all YouTubers are entitled and don't know what it's like, because obviously I'm a YouTuber and I do, and that's not the case for a lot of people. But these YouTubers who become famous at a young age, or who never work a normal job, or become so entitled and out of touch with reality, that it honestly just makes me sick. And what makes me even more sick is their fans are a bunch of 9-year-olds who aren't going to give a crap and will continue to watch them. But anyway, that's it for the Ace family drama today. I'm sure we'll be talking about them again in the future. So next up is the Dobre brother drama, which I have never spoken about these guys before. I literally didn't even really know who they were, and they literally have like 7 million followers. I have no idea what they do. Probably just those like trashy YouTubers who just show off their cars and stuff. No, I'm serious. They actually have a YouTube channel dedicated to flexing their cars. I know. Anyway, so they had a meet and greet after their show. I don't know what type of show they would be doing, like what talent could they honestly possess. But anyway, they're like these like TikTokers and YouTubers who have like their 12-year-old girl fans who are obsessed with them for whatever reason, who knows. After their show, they had a meet and greet where they were like literally just sitting down, and this video got posted of a girl meeting them, and they didn't even really smile at her. They didn't give her a hug. They barely spoke to her. It was the most awkward thing I have ever watched. This poor girl looked so sad and so disappointed. They paid money to get into this meet and greet and waited hours and hours for this. She was probably looking forward to this for days, and this is what she experiences. It's honestly so incredibly sad. And the Dobre brothers came out with an apology and said, "I'm sorry, we were just really tired. We have just done our show." That's literally no excuse. This is what meet and greets are. Like, you know what you were signing up for. If you couldn't do it properly and you couldn't fake a smile, then honestly just don't do it. These fans are the reason that you have your cars. They're the reason you're eating and sleeping in your house at night. These fans have given you everything. So the least you could do is pop on a smile and give them a hug and say hello at your meet and greet. That's on period. And second of all, if you were tired after your show, then I don't know, maybe do your meet and greet before the show, or maybe do your meet and greet, get up off your chair, stand up, do maybe 10 people in a row, have a water break, sit down, 10 people in a row. Come up with a plan. There's no excuse, okay? Especially with the extremely high prices that they have for their meet and greet. Their VIP ticket was literally $600, and the fans are basically offered dirt. Like, I don't know whose parents are paying for this stuff, but y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop enabling these crappy influencers who have literally no talent and literally no care or regard for their fans. And I'm not saying all YouTubers are like this, again, because there are plenty of YouTubers who show extreme gratitude to their fans and are amazing at meet and greets, but it's these TikTok boys, these like cringy boys that just treat their fans like absolute crap, and it genuinely makes me sick. I honestly just wish that people would stop showing up, because that is enabling them to continue doing this stuff. So honestly, screw your apology, whatever Dobre twin made it, because there's no excuse for the way that you behaved. Bye, bitch. Anyway, moving on to our final bit of tea. This bit of tea is honestly really controversial, so I am going to talk on it extremely briefly. If you follow me on Twitter, which by the way, at Luke the Lunatic, go ahead and follow me if you ever want to know my thoughts on the daily occurrences in the internet and my life. Anyway, so Trisha Paytas came out with a video claiming that she wants to be a man, claiming that she is transgender. Okay, so a lot of people off the cuff were giving her hate and backlash for this video because they off the cuff thought that she was doing this for clout and that she was doing this for drama. I myself felt the same way. I was like, this is disgusting. Like, how are you going to exploit this community for views and for clout? Like, this is honestly just appalling. Now, since that occurrence, I've kind of taken a step back, reflected, and thought to myself, you know, even though Trisha is the boy who cried wolf, because you never know when she is serious, because she has such long history of trolling, which is her issue. If she hadn't have done so much trolling, then maybe people would have believed her. So Trisha, if you ever watch this, or any YouTuber, if you lose your trust or the validity of your words from your viewers, then you've lost it all. Because then when you come out with a serious statement, how do you expect them to believe you? And beyond that, the actual video was just littered with absolute contradictions and things that made absolutely no sense. She said she identified as a gender she was born with 100%, but that she also 100% wanted to be a man. Like, the entire thing was so confusing and so contradictory. But the reason I took a step back was because I myself have never struggled with gender dysphoria. I'm 100% content with my biological gender, so I don't know that struggle. I don't know what it's like. I can do my research and I can imagine it and I can listen to videos, but at the end of the day, it's not really my place to speak on it. If she is, however, making a mockery of the community for her own personal gain, then yes, I would speak on it. So let's see what happens. But basically, she made another video, an apology video that I watched, and she was crying and she was emotional, and honestly she's so good at crying, so I don't know whether or not to believe her. But basically I'm just gonna say that I don't know if it's true or not, but what I recommend you guys to do is to go ahead and watch videos by actual trans people. Just look up trans guy reacts to Trisha Paytas. There are plenty of them that have reacted to the video and given their thoughts on them. Even so, you could go watch Gigi Gorgeous's video on it because she knows Trisha personally, but I just don't feel like it is my place to speak on this. I feel like it is the place of trans people to speak on the situation, but I just really hope that for everyone's sake that this is true and that Trisha's not trolling. Anyway guys, that is it for the teacap. I am positively exhausted. We got through 7 topics. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment your thoughts down below. I would love to know. And if you've not already, please make sure that you subscribe and turn on the post notifications bell so that you never miss another upload. Also guys, if you have any requests for me to speak about specific dramas that occur, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can go ahead and DM me, reply to me, tweet me. Just let me know what you want me to speak about. That's kind of the best way to get in contact with me, so the links to those will be down below. And before I leave, I just want to say that I've uploaded now 3 videos on my second channel, so if you've not watched those, I highly recommend you do, and I'd really appreciate it if you did, so they are linked down below as well. Alrighty guys, that's it for me in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you in my next one, and of course I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you're in the world. Bye.